pot and catch stool. I just can't tell why we fight and we wrestle. I saw the wire. Maybe I got the fire. I saw the wire. If you not him, I not go take go. Only your love I appreciate. If you not him, I not go take go. Baby girl, let's relate. When she sings it, no kissing me, no touching me, no kissing me.
Welcome.
No touching me.
Welcome.
And don't call me baby.
What else? Compliment for play. Yeah. Mix boy. Yo. Na me complain was say no use to car no. Cause I know what the Panamera na ko fani nuya ka bute na what the key na ko ma brado. Enti ma kuma ba na me friend bonde. Be ja na kwa fa girl wo pa won hwe. E to de bia ya na grow women so I'm really taking a place them me kind in there one pay. Enti me so the one I do I was it. Me pese me bia ja. Watch my swatch and I boss me na.
Welcome. Welcome.
We take your hand around the way. Papi go your car and I'm tired. Also, can mama and I'm in bed every day, baby, but now you're late. I don't go look at your face. Scared to say, no kissing me. If I say me show them one, no touching me. Oh, my man, I know no kissing me. If I say me friend, I don't call me. Baby, I want to
in the mix by DJ KK. Welcome.
I say, Monica, no be today. Me and you done they fight, don't tell. I no go pursue man. I go change my ways. I go reduce the banana. I no go do it again. If you leave me, now I go there. See go baby, now I go there. My baby, if you leave me, now I go there. Oh, see go baby, now I go there. Yeah, only you go drop a level. I no go play for a fool. No be April fool. This is how I used to do. Only you go drop a level. No be April fool. Cassava for two. Baby, all for you. Oh my baby, forgive me. I no go do it again. Oh my baby, forgive me. I no go do it again. Baby, I no get excuse. I body do kung fu. You know, say Pinelo be fine. She do me one by two, yeah. On your act the alcohol. Now you my shaky all. My eye on the turn, I on the follow. Now she catching me. If you leave me, now I go there. See go baby, now I go there. My baby, if you leave me, now I go there. Oh, see go baby, now I go there. Yeah, only you go drop a level. I no go play for a fool. No be April fool. We going in, baby.
In the mix by DJ KK.
I said my baby, they give me ginger. Number one for the matter. She no follow her, no doubt. She's my only lover. Samantha, oh Samantha. Samantha, do me something. Samantha, oh Samantha. Hey baby, that you do me. Samantha, oh Samantha. Baby, take it easy. Samantha, oh Samantha. Hey baby, that you do me. Hunter, call me the magician, say every day out there, every day past there. Hunter, girl with the big panties and the old fanties and the Atlantis. I don't travel to America, I go places away. Slim daddy, I'm a sharpshooter. God don't bless me, my brother. Nobody know my story. Nobody know my story. I'm bad too, don't let me out. Don't let me out. Baby girl, I'm bad too, don't let me out. Don't let me out. Nobody, I'm bad too, don't let me out. Don't let me out. I swear I'm bad too, don't let me out. Don't let me out. Samantha, oh Samantha. Samantha, do me something. Samantha, oh Samantha. Hey baby, now you do me. Samantha, oh Samantha. Atlantis and the Atlantis. Manta, and with the magicians, every day out there, every day back there. Manta, girl with the big panties and the whole family. Oh, mama, I'm on the first time.
In the mix by DJ KK.
Mastercraft on the beat.
Oh, yeah. Hey, my baby too fine, yo. Anytime I see her, now waka. Hey, my baby too sweet, yo. Anytime I see her, now waka. What a missing one. When we better kissing one. Take a kissing one. Oh, yeah, chop the kissing one. I'm gonna get to go ahead. Oh, yeah, take a kissing one. I'm gonna get you too fine, my baby. When you get a kissing one. I no go lie, what I mean, see. Imakwani wemo. I no go lie, what I mean, see. Makane fuemo. Because you sweet and tender, and you fine past Brenda. Your beauty, they give me fever. I go be your defender. Baby, I really wanna do this tonight. Lady, we can do this all night. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm a little chani ke bumalo. Baby girl, you go kill a person. Whoa, 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 whoa. My baby too fine, yo. Anytime I see her, now waka.
Welcome.
Hey, my baby too sweet, yo. Anytime I see her, now waka. What's the missing one? When we better kissing one. Take a kissing one. Oh, yeah, chop the kissing one. I'm gonna go ahead. Oh, yeah, take a kissing one.
In the mix by DJ KK. Mix by DJ KK. For event bookings, please email djkk2012@gmail.com.
Ghana girl say she want marry me, yo. I hope so she sabi kukuwache. Hope your love go sweet past the sheet up. Baby girl, I say your body na killer, oh. Oh, yeah, I get tired of your body, oh, only on your body. That girl for the corner, there's somebody made a call, I'm see the wine, I'm a see fire for her body, oh. And if you follow me, go now, enjoyment go kill, I'm baby girl, you body, girl, the way you whine, I demand over you, girl. I demand over you, girl. Say you are my woman, my superwoman. I demand over you, girl. I demand over you, girl.
Die for the love, girl. I want me, she want for the dough. Die for the love, girl. I want for the die for the dough. Die for the dough, girl. I want me, she want for the dough. Girl, die for the love, girl. Die for the love.
If I sing for you, you gon' love me, oh baby, love me non-stop. I will love you non-stop. Always place you on top, baby, oh. All over the world, want me, oh. Play the music non-stop. Tell them dance to my song. Tell them shake it bum bum, oh yeah. That girl for the corner, there's somebody made a call, I'm oh yeah. They see the wine, I'm a see fire for her body, fire for her body, oh. And if she follow me, go now, enjoyment go kill, I'm baby girl, you body, girl, the way you whine, I demand over you, girl. I demand over you, girl.
In the mix by DJ KK.
Big man is now. Hey, nonsense so cold na mape. Uni be a wo betwe ape. Into Bomodina Marinimbre. Sika bar no abeti ase. This will be in Yinikaki. And your kitchen cabinet Obama. Masa wuni be a real giant fool. Last hour Akajiwa Vienna. Warrior jeans pumping. Making sure Saka Kragu go to Chrome. There were any the editor prepaid. Makaladin you would say who will come. Wouldn't be a ma wedding cover yet home. Was dropping again the fire 50. Who here will best get in 100. Would they calculate very risky. And they gonna guess will be an any price. You wouldn't be a cockapel size. Put your excess to be nice. Put your Maserati there, you'll be surprised. Hey, Corolla X by this time. And your master managing go so now. Wakana 190 Argent and chain. The chandelier was a bobo pan. If I wouldn't be by high class. And you forget to just argue fee. They would be your last chance. While you shower craft on the 14. Cause now they be on rich nigga shit. Yeah, rich nigga shit. And saying rich nigga shit. Who ya ball at the eye? Rich nigga shit. On some rich nigga shit. These girls, rich nigga shit. Yo, on some rich nigga shit. Yeah. Rich nigga shit.
All around the world.
On some rich nigga shit.
You think said you all day revolve around your bumper. You think said you all day rotate around your bumper. You think said you all day revolve around your fine face. Pull up, pull up, pull up. Right now I call you where you know they be. Right now I call you where you know they be. Take off you get 10,000 followers on Instagram. And right now when you put picture, the boys they like. Pull up, pull up, pull up. Pull up, pull up, pull up. Pull up, pull up.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Bed of Roses, Bed of Roses, Bed of Roses. Voices of Esther brings you Bed of Roses this and every Saturday at 9:30 p.m. Join our panel of experts to discuss issues within your relationships. Hosted by Doreen, you will be motivated and equipped to handle issues within your relationships. Remember, it is Saturday at 9:30 p.m. GMT. Don't miss it.
I'll lay you down
on a bed of roses. Yes. The song says, I will lay you down on the bed of roses, if only your bed is rosy at all. But tonight, I know that we are going to do it together. First of all, I want to thank the Almighty God for giving us another opportunity. We say thank you, Lord. I want to thank my listeners wherever you are. I thank God for your life, for tuning in. And thumbs up to all of you for following this program. Those on Facebook, Instagram, wherever you are, YouTube, we thank God for your life. I salute you, all my listeners. It's another edition of Bed of Roses. As the song went, I will lay you down on the bed, and not just on the bed, but on the bed of roses. But sometimes it's just unfortunate some people's bed are not rosy at all, whether they are lying on the rose or they are lying on the thorns. But whatever bed you have, you can do better. There is somehow you can work it out. And tonight I believe that we are going to do it together to the glory of God. And I believe somebody out there, you are ready. You are ready, just as I am. Before I introduce what we are going to do tonight, I want you to call a friend, to tune in to Star Radio UK right now. I mean right now. The best radio in town, the best radio in the world. Somebody just call somebody now. I mean Star Radio UK, the only favorite Afro-Caribbean station in the world, the best and the one and only. And you have your favorite program also, Bed of Roses. We are doing it together. Let me give you the studio numbers. I want every one of you to join in tonight in this discussion, because I am not doing it alone. We are doing it together. Wisdom is not in one person's head, but I believe that as we share ideas, we share values, we share views, we are going to arrive on a point where it will be suitable for all of us. What do we have behind the curtains? But before then, let me give you the studio numbers. The studio numbers are 0208 133 2257. 0208 133 2258. If you are calling from US, you are calling from Canada, it's 001 718 303 2737. If you are calling from US, the number again, US or Canada, is 001 718 303 2737. If you want to text your contribution on WhatsApp by text, whatever you want to do, this is the number for you. It's 0794135332. 07941353132. You can watch us live on Facebook. You can watch us live on YouTube, Periscope, everywhere we are there. Just log into Star Radio UK and we are there. And also want to acknowledge my sponsors, and to those that are out there that want to sponsor this program, we need your help. There's so much that we are doing behind the scenes. We are taking care of the needy. We are taking care of orphans, people that are in need, marriage couples that are struggling. We are there to support them. So if the Lord touches your heart, please, we will need your assistance. Any little helps. This is not Tesco, but any little helps. Please let us join our hands together to make this a success. There are people who cannot come in the limelight, but their voice needs to be heard. They are crying out, and we need to reach out to them. And we cannot just reach out by empty hands. We have to take something to them. So I will encourage every one of you that you are hearing my voice, please support Bed of Roses. Support Bed of Roses, because this is a program that is organized by different women from different denominations. It's not a churchy thing. It's not something that I don't belong to this church, or it is for all women. And even if you're a man that believes that women should have the best, then I believe that you are in the right place. And every man out there that are supporting, we thank God for your life. I bless the Lord for your life. I first of all want to thank God for Reverend Felix Ofosu-Boahen. I thank God for your life, my spiritual father. God bless you. Every member of Liberty Life and all the women behind the scenes. I thank God for your life. The Voices of Esther, I thank God for your life. And then my producer, Mr. Archie, who is trying to tune in and make sure that things are working. I thank God for your life. Mr. Frank Davis, I also thank God for your life. And to those out there who have been a contributor or a caller, I thank God for your life. Tonight, I want to salute you all, and I thank you. And I thank you. What do we have? Before I come on to introduce, I have got guests on the line. Got somebody on the line ready. Before then, I want you, please. Before I do that, let's listen to the promo, and then we'll come back again.
And lay you down on a bed of roses.
Bed of Roses, Bed of Roses, Bed of Roses. Voices of Esther brings you Bed of Roses this and every Saturday at 9:30 p.m. Join our panel of experts to discuss issues within your relationships. Hosted by Doreen, you will be motivated and equipped to handle issues within your relationships. Remember, it is Saturday at 9:30 p.m. GMT. Don't miss it.
I'll lay you down.
I'll lay you down on a bed of roses. Yes, it says I will lay you down on the bed of roses. Yes, somebody here, you say, what are you talking about? My bed is not rosy at all. Don't worry, that is why we are here. We are here to help you so that you can lie comfortably on the rose. And to those that are you are lying on the tongues, we are here to take those tongues off your bed by informing you so that you can be transformed. Let us all do it together. Do not hide behind the scenes and suffer alone. There are people right here that are ready to hear your story, to help you in whichever way we can. So please do not suffer in silence. And tonight, what do we have behind the curtains? The curtains has been lifted. What do we have? What are we going to talk about? We are going to talk about the killers of love. The killers of love. And as I was sending the messages out, somebody said, who is that killer of love? If I get that killer, I will deal with that person. So we are here to find out who is that killer of love. What is it? What is it that is killing love? We are here to find out. Before I go into it, let me introduce one lady on the line. Sister Pamela. Hello. Sister Pamela.
Hi. Yes, Reverend.
You are welcome to Bed of Roses. You are welcome.
Thank you.
God bless you. God bless you.
God bless you, Reverend.
Okay then. Friends, the phone lines are open, the studio lines are open. You can join in the discussion, bring your views, come and add to what we are doing, because we are not I'm not doing it alone. We are doing it together tonight. What are we talking about tonight? As I said, we are talking about the killers of love. Some have fallen head over heels in love, but little did they know that the love will not last. What did I do? They ask. What did I do wrong? They ask. But there is no answers. Some has also fallen in love, and not their intention was not to leave, but to cleave to it till the very end, but it didn't end well. But what is the actual problem? What is going on? What is destroying much love? What is destroying the home? What is destroying relationship? Tonight we are about to find out what is destroying love in relationship. Love in relationship. We are going to find out tonight. So wherever you are, I want you to join in discussion, because I want everybody's view to be heard. And it's just amazing. It's just amazing when you see people at the altar sharing their vows. They said, till death do us apart. They always say, I love you till death do us apart. But death never even came, and they are already apart. What is actually going on? What are we not being cautious of? What are things that we are overdoing? What are the things that we are not doing also? Tonight it is for you and I to deliberate on it. The killers of love. What is killing love? Because love is so essential. Everybody needs love. Everybody wants love. Yeah, everybody has the where they put their love. But tonight I'm talking about relationship love. What is your view? What do you think is killing love? Let us now begin to deliberate on it. I want every one of you to call in, because we are ready to roll. We are ready to roll. I'm giving the studio numbers again. The studio numbers again is 0208 133 2257. 0208 133 2258. If you are calling from US, you are calling from Canada, is 001 718 303 2737. The numbers again, 0208 133 2257. 0208 133 2258. If you are calling from US, you are calling from Canada, is 001 718 303 2737. If you want to text, if you want to WhatsApp, is 079 41 35 3132. 079 41 35 3132. If you are listening to us on the airwaves, you can watch us, as I said, live on YouTube, live on Facebook. Wherever you want to contribute from, your questions, your contributions will be read, will be addressed. So let us roll together tonight. We are doing it together. We are setting in now. Let us roll.
And lay you down on a bed of roses.
Bed of Roses, Bed of Roses, Bed of Roses. Voices of Esther brings you Bed of Roses this and every Saturday at 9:30 p.m. Join our panel of experts to discuss issues within your relationships. Hosted by Doreen, you will be motivated and equipped to handle issues within your relationships. Remember, it is Saturday at 9:30 p.m. GMT. Don't miss it.
I'll lay you down, on a bed of roses.
Yes, I love this song. I really love it because who don't want to lie on a bed of roses? I just don't like the tones. I love the rosy bit of it, but there is a work to do. It doesn't come easily. There is something that you have to put on to enjoy that bed of roses, and this is what we are talking about tonight. Some bed has gone cold, some bed are worn out, some bed are very, very not really pleasant in there, but they are still lying in there. But it's about time that you get up and do something about it. Just don't lie down doing nothing. Do something about your situation, because there is always solution around. Until you do something, you will not see the results. So tonight we are talking about the killers of love. The killers of love. So tonight, wherever you are, those on Facebook, YouTube, please let us do it together. Let us tune in. Let us share the video for me, please. If you are watching us on YouTube, if you are watching us on Facebook, please share, please share, please share, please share. Connect to somebody for us. Let somebody come on the line. Let us hear your views as we begin. Thank you and God bless you. Yes, I have Sister Pamela on the line. I want you to introduce yourself, Sister Pamela. Sister Pamela, you are welcome to Bed of Roses once again, and I want you to introduce yourself, Sister Pamela.
Okay. Yes, like the Reverend said, my name is Pamela, and I'm part of a group of prayer warriors that we meet up every day to pray with Reverend.
God bless you. God bless you.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank
tonight
you.
many of them will be joining. Everybody has got their views, and people are texting already, and I'm grateful. I'm very much grateful. So just send your views. Please call in. Please call in. Call in. Let us do it together. We are talking about killers of love. Killers of love. I will ask Sister Paige, Sister Pamela. Sister Pamela, when we come to your view, in this day and age, people are in love. People go in love and they cannot sustain it. They just go in love with all enthusiasm, with all happiness, with all gladness. 1 year, 2 year, you hear that something has gone wrong. What are some of the things that is killing this love? Is there something that is to be done that is not done, or something that is we are overdoing, or people are overdoing? So when we talk about killers of love, to you, what is a killer of love, or what do you think is killing love in relationship?
I think that probably miscommunication and misunderstanding. So my point of view could be something that I feel can kill a love between two people. Not understanding each other and not communicating enough for the person to understand exactly what your wishes and desire is with each other.
Wow, that is awesome. You make a very, very, very vital point there, because when we come to, you said communication, and by you didn't just say communication, but when you are not communicating enough, because some people are communicating, but the communication that you are doing is not much. I once said that there is a lady that I know, and then they had a solution how to resolve their conflict at home, so they decided to use other means to solve their problems, and then not for other people to know. So there's a time that if they have people are there and they are really upset and they don't want people to know, they do sign language. You meet me in the bedroom, and that is where they go, and then they do their talking and do their fight, and then when they come back to the public, they become, it's like it's a playing ground. Nobody see what is going on. So they have a way of communicating even when their needs are not met. And I also know people who were I know a couple that were I will say were, because they are no more, unfortunately, because something really happened in their sexual life. Something happened where they have a communication, where they develop their own skills of communication, and but unfortunately it was not really working out. But they did not come to the point of working on it. They did not come to the point of making it work or changing it, because they got to a point where that method was no more working, but they didn't do anything about it. They didn't communicate. So there are people in relationship that do not communicate enough, and some are even communicating, but it is not understood, because sometimes you say something to somebody and they don't even get what you are saying at all, and therefore it is not really, I will not term it as in effective communication. And this is one of the areas that is killing relationship a lot. So people that are out there, please, what we will suggest that you take time and talk over every issue. If you can make time in your week, okay, let's say that within the 7 days you choose one day out of it and make if 30 minutes talk or 1 hour talk, it is better than none at all. Where you think that, okay, my partner should know or my husband should know. And sometimes people live by assumptions, and assumptions are very dangerous. It is better that you articulate whatever is bothering you or whatever is going on to your partner than thinking that they should know. Because a lack of communication has killed so many marriages and so many beautiful relationships that sprang out really well, that people were hoping in it that it will get somewhere. But because they could not handle communication well, effectively, things are not put right. Things were not put right. Sister Pamela, you also made mention of understanding. And when we come to understanding, what role does understanding play in the killers of love? What is understand? What does it play?
Well, I feel that you need to understand each other and listen to each other. You know, give each other the opportunity to express your wishes and desire and express your opinion, and not only talking over each other, but listen to what the person is saying and trying to work around it. You know, come up to with a solution whereby you'll be able to agree on one thing. You cannot make decisions on your own. In a relationship, you are together, so you have to understand each other and express your wishes and express your concerns, or, you know, speak together and make the decision as one. You know, understand where the other person is coming from and try and solve this problem between yourself.
Yes, because it is by listening that we gain understanding, and sometimes we don't take time to listen at all. And what do we do? Because what we assume, let me just quickly pick this call. Hello. Yes, who do I have on the line?
Chief. I just called you just to talk to you.
Okay, Chief, you are welcome. You are on the line. Everybody's listening to you. And we are talking about the killers of love. To your opinion, what is killing love?
I mean, if you've asked, what is killing love around the world? Or
in relationship, in marriage, everywhere.
I'll tell you something. There's too many women looking for money.
There's too many women looking for money. Okay.
Yeah. Let me tell you, when a man meets a woman, the man doesn't ask the woman, what job have you got, or what money have you got, or whatever. A man can have millions, and he just speaks to a woman, and he just just go along with it. But a lot of women, not all of them, but there's a majority of women, especially African women, or women around the world. I mean, it's very, very deep in Africa, but then, it's everywhere. But then, you get me? I mean, the only motivation that they're dealing with a guy is because the guy's got money. I mean, now, if I've got £1 million, I can tell you, I can get thousands of women. I mean, even if you haven't got that, and you're quite happy to spend a bit of money, that's all that motivates women. It's all about money.
Wow.
And it's all about, I mean, why would you meet somebody and the first thing you want to ask them is what do you do, and try to work out what sort of money they're earning and everything. I mean, when I meet somebody and they go, what do you do? I don't tell them what I do. I say, I don't do nothing.
You don't do nothing.
And then I just say, I don't do nothing, and I just want their reaction. Do you get what I mean? I just say, I don't have a house. I don't own anything. Is that a problem? And then they turn around and say, oh, no, it's not a problem, but it is a problem. But I'm not saying we all love money. I'm not saying that people want to go out with losers. I'm not insinuating that. But when it becomes the focus of a relationship, which more than relationship have become, then you've got the problems that you're getting. Because then the men that have the money know that they can get thousands of these women. So as far as they're concerned, they just use the money to exploit the women. And for me, I think it's fair game. I've got a friend that's got loads of money, and he said to me, I said, why do you have too many girlfriends? And he goes, I don't have too many girlfriends. They keep chasing me.
Wow.
And I said, is it because of your money? And he goes, yeah. Do you think if I'm broke, they're going to be interested in me?
Wow.
So he's got the attitude that as long as he's got the money and then he can get as many as he wants. So he's got a wife and everything. And he just says to me, the wife can go. I don't care because I've got money. I'll get another girl. Wow. Thousands of them out there waiting to go out with me. Not because I'm a nice person or I'm a nice guy or whatever. So it is money is the more. I'll give you an example.
Okay.
If you want to divorce your wife now, you will realize that the first thing that's going to come into the equation is money matter, property matter, things like that. They will never talk about how do you feel about the breakup or whatever. It's all about money. That's what this is all about. I'm not against it. I just accept it as the reality. And we might as well just, people try and dribble around it, skirt around it. But there are some genuine women. I'm not going to say every woman, but if you take about 100 women, it's only about maybe 5 of them that would look into other factors.
Wow. If you take 100 women, it's only about 5. Wow, women will need to sit up.
Other factors that would. So the chances of meeting that 5 is very rare in the big world. You know what I mean? Because a lot of them are motivated by cold hard cash. I'm not against it. I'm just trying to explain the fact as it is.
It is very true though. But do you think that men also plays that role as well? When we come to men, there are men that are also looking for other things from women, not necessarily love.
Other things. Men look for sex.
They look for sex. Okay.
Men are motivated by sex and passion, and they pretend that they're not. And the point remains that you see sometimes you can meet somebody and you're motivated by sex, but then when you get to know the person, you just think, oh no, they're a nice person, they're very caring, and you can go in with bad intentions, but you come out with good intentions. And you can go in with good intentions and you come out with bad intentions. It cuts both ways. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've had a situation whereby I've met a woman and I thought, oh, no, I'm just going to go a one night stand, and I've stayed with her for 5 years because she was a nice person.
Let me come in. Why would you even think that? Okay, I'm just going in for a woman for one night stand. Why so?
No. Because obviously, basically,
because you're a man.
Sometimes it's just the circumstances when you met her. You just got attracted by the body. But then after you've actually got to that point, you then start to realize that the person encapsulates or represents more than the body, and the person is a nice person. And there are times that you've met somebody and you think they're a nice person, and whatever, and they're a very nasty piece of work. So it cuts both ways.
Wow.
And it applies to men as well. But women don't. I would say women are not too motivated by that. Women are a little bit more level-headed when it comes to matters of the flesh. They go in with their emotions.
Oh yes.
And what motivates most women is money.
Money.
Yes.
And
yes,
I always say that money is the other lover that sometimes still true love. Some people, the fact that the person is giving you, sharing with you with gifts and other things, doesn't mean that the person truly loves you. And when we come to this,
you're right. You're right, but at the same time, you go out there and start spreading a bit of money to a woman. They would jump. It's like honey and bees. They follow it.
They follow it. I believe that women, you should come out and speak for yourself, because I believe Chief is speaking on behalf of the men. And Sister Pamela, you jump in, you come in.
A lot of them will come out and deny it, and it's not like that. But the bare fact, I just deal with the truth. Do you know what I mean? I'm not dealing with, trying to be politically nice and try and be, people try on. Do you know what I mean? So other people come out and speak for themselves, but the hypocrisy of their thoughts will start to come out in the end. You know, I'm not a hypocrite. I just go straight to the juggernaut. I cut the juggernaut and go straight to the point. Okay? So let others come out and say what they have to say, but the hypocrite will come out and talk.
And pretend as if it's not really there. Okay, Chief, before I get to Sister Pamela, Chief, what do you think will be the solution in that aspect of it? When we are talking about women, there is no solution to it.
There is no solution. I'll tell you.
There's no solution to this problem. Hello? Oh, I think I lost Chief. Sister Pamela, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Yes, so what would you say on behalf of the women, as Chief is saying? What would you say? Good or bad,
know what?
whichever?
I think everybody has their own opinion.
Yes.
And, you know, I mean, from what he's saying, understand to some degree where he's coming from.
Yeah.
But like he said, it's not all women, it's most women, or shall I say, some women. I haven't had the experience that he's talking about. Maybe he's speaking from experience. But from my aspect, if you love somebody, you love the person regardless whether they've got a house, they work, or they've got money or not. You still love the person regardless, and you learn to cope with that person's fault, and you try and just manage and agree to, you know, try and work out where the person is coming from and try to understand. He's taking it to a different level, and he's talking from experience, I guess. I was just talking about, you know, understanding your partner. You know, maybe for me is the little things, but he's taking it to a different level whereby he feels that women only goes out with men who have money, but it's not always the case from my experience,
point of view.
My point of view.
Yeah. As a woman, you have well defended the women, but in this case, in these days, we will say that it cuts both sides, as he was even saying, because there are some women that their motive, you talk to them, you counsel people, their focus is more on money, where sometimes they mistakenly to see money as love. Yeah, it's good that the one that you love should care for you, or the one that loves should provide. But if the person is providing and giving, does not necessarily, I use the word necessarily, mean that the person loves you. There are people that they are financially buoyant in a way, so they don't care giving to anyone to get what they want as well. So when you have somebody providing for you in that aspect, you may not don't even think that it's love or something. Just as he said, men go in for sex. So that would be a lead way for him to get to you and to take what he wants to take. So it is not about what I always say that when we talk about love, most of the time we intend to think that, okay, what the person will do for you. But it is the other way around. Yeah, because if you, Sister Pamela, tells me that you love me, and I ask you, why do you love me? You will tell me the things that I do for you. That is why you love me. Right? Maybe I love you because, no, it is the other way around. You should tell me that, okay, I love you because I think that I can help you. I can do this. It is what you put in me that makes it love. It's not what you get out of me. You know, so that is where we are wrong, because everybody is looking at receiving. The receiving end. But even when we read the scripture, John 3:16 says that because God loves us, he gave. You know, so when you love somebody, you give. It is not the receiving end. So when a guy approach a woman and then you say you love the woman says, why do you love me? And you are telling the woman, because I love you because of your shape. I love you because of this. That is not love. You know, but what you can do, I believe that I can make you happy, which some people know. I believe that we can make family together. These are the things that should be said. But when you are coming to tell the person what they do for you as love, that is actually not love. So let us rather know and check our definition of love, or telling people why we love them, because these are things that is causing so much havoc in relationship, the love aspect of it, the money aspect of it, because some people are lusting after it. Yes, it's good that you have to, if you find a man or a woman who has got got it, praise God. If they don't have it, if you have the love, if the two of you have one mind, one heart, you can make that money that you are looking for. It is all about oneness. It's all about unity. But without unity, please, that money, even if you have it in thousands, you will lose it. It doesn't matter how much you have if you don't have the right woman. And one area that I want to talk about is adaptation. You know, adaptability or adaptation. So when I'm talking about, it's one area that people don't even look into it, because sometimes you have just one focus. You married a man who was rich, or you married a woman that was okay, but in life there are things that do happen, incidents do happen, and it's not because maybe somebody created. Sometimes it's bound to happen, but how do I adapt to this new situation? Sometimes people do not want to adapt to their new situations or conditions or the environment that they find themselves in. They are stuck in their ways, so they do not improve on their love. Let's say that you married a man that, okay, you know that you were all together and everything is fine. Now this man had to leave you to travel. He has to leave you to travel, and if maybe it's going to be a very long time, would you say, I'm coming out of the relationship because I wouldn't have you for that long? No, you have to adapt. There are certain things that you have to adapt to, but nowadays everybody has become self-centered, where people want to be me and me and me, so they are not adapting to situation. As far as it's wrong, I am out of it. That is why we see a lot of divorce, because people cannot adapt properly to situations and conditions that comes up or show up in life. So when you are in a relationship and then we are not, lack of adaptability, is something that is also killing love. Most of them killing love, but where we have not really recognized. And I believe that if we come to a point that you love somebody, you may love somebody that, okay, along the line, they may fall sick. Yeah, do you leave them because they are not well at this point? No. That is where you adapt to the situation and work around it to make it better. But some people are, just as I said, stuck in their ways, that what they want to do is what they want to do. But if you do that, you are killing the love that is there. Love will go through many trials. Love will go through so many series. But you should be determined to stand by a love that you cannot fight for, or a love that cannot stand challenges together. It is not called love. It is lust. I have a saying that I said lust doesn't last, but love lasts. It doesn't matter how fast last travel. Sometimes you meet a man or a woman who you claim that I love you, you know, and which it may not be love, but last. But at the end of the day, you realize that you are doing everything, but 1 year, 2 years, it is gone. It has fizzled out. This is not love. It is lust. And sometimes you meet a woman that you may not even like from the first place, but as you journey along, you begin to know and begin to fall in love with the person, of which Jeff was even saying that he met a woman that he wanted to have one night stand, but he ended up living with her for 5 good years. You know, and so these are some of the things that we have to know and to adapt to. I have a few from here which I will also want to add to it. Somebody sent a text. He said one of the love killers is mismanagement. She is saying that Florence is talking that mismanagement can also kill love. If things are put in your care and you cannot manage it well, then you are destroying love. Sister Pamela, I would like you to come in a bit, and then I'll take a few questions, some on Facebook and then some on the text as well. Sister Pamela.
Reverend, you want me to tell you what I think about mismanagement?
Yes.
I think that's also, I think that is very, very true. If you are not able to manage your affairs, especially like finances, understand that gentleman, what he was talking about being able to share things equally as well. You have to, for me, mismanaging all your financial, responsibility and probably leaving everything for one person to do. I don't think it's right. It's better to, share things, not only sharing the physical aspect of your love, but also, sharing, like, let's say, shall we say, the bills, or, calculating things and working together as part of a team. Because if you are with somebody, your problem is the person's problem. The person's problem is your problem. So it's good to share things when it comes to managing your finances as well. I think that is a very good point, and that is something that really pulls couples down. If the person, whether the man or the female, finds themselves maybe paying for everything, it's quite stressful and quite daunting that every month all your work that you are working doesn't come to no aid, that one person is taking all the responsibility. So I think that's a very good point.
Thank you very much, Sister Pamela. Because just as you are saying, when the finance aspect is one of the major killers, in mismanagement of finance, where one person is misusing it and one person on themselves or on other ways, or without even letting the other partner know. I know of a couple that they have a joint account, but this woman, the woman aspect, will have to. He has a way of taking from the account without the knowledge of the man, the husband, where she has built a house. She has built a house back home when the husband is not even aware of. So it was one time that the husband he went to a shop to go and buy something, and then the man says, regards to your wife, tell her I haven't seen her here for a long time these days. She hasn't come to send money. And then the man was come to send money. So, she comes to send money even twice in a month. He said twice in a month. So the man was just listening to the shop owner telling him all of this. So now he decided to make his investigation. He realized that the wife has built in her hometown or in her country without his knowledge. And this was a blow to the man, where he wanted out of the marriage. He wanted divorce straight away, because if I have a woman or a wife who can do this, then whilst we have got joint accounts, then what are some of the things that she's doing that I am not aware of? So, and also transparency. Transparency is something that we should look into as well. People are keeping secrets. People are keeping secrets in marriage, and they say the two shall be one. And if you love somebody, you have to be plain. You have to be naked before the person. When we talk about naked, it's being transparent before the person. So you don't hide issues. You don't hide things from one another. Why would one decide that, okay, let me take out of what we have kept for ourselves and then go and build in my hometown without one's knowledge? You see, so now priorities in marriage has changed, because everybody go in with a different mindset and going in for what he wants to gain or she wants to gain. By the grace of God, this couple had to go through a series of counseling and prayers before it was understood, and then before they were able to come together, of which we thank God for that. The marriage was not torn apart. So these are some of the things that we should look into. If you're a woman, you're a man out there misusing the funds or not managing things well, please, you are killing the passion in the marriage. You are killing love in the marriage. And if your other partner gets to find out, it will be something that will not be pleasant. So please sit down and talk through your finances, things that are difficult, things that you want to achieve by yourself. You can always talk about it. Don't go behind and do your own thing. Please, as you said, you are one. Maintain that unity. Maintain that unity. Thank you very much. I also have a text here saying that sometimes you fall in love with a person that is nice from the beginning, but it ends up that this person becomes abusive because they have anger problems. Yes, somebody is also using anger as one of the love killers. Just that they say you meet somebody that is nice from the beginning, but along the line you realize that this person has got become abusive because they've got anger problems. Yes, and anger is one of the areas that is very deadly is very poisonous and has destroyed a lot of homes. Because sometimes we trade in words when we are very angry. We say things that we are not supposed to say, and the next few minutes you have regretted what you've said, but the wounds are there, the scars are there, the word start playing up in the memory of the one that you shared with. So these are things that I believe sometimes I have a way of doing something that when I'm really, really, really angry, I don't want to talk. Because the consequences to it may be grievous or may be big. So I just go silent until I feel that, okay, I'm in the position to talk calmly, or I'm in the position to talk nicely before I utter words. Because words are very, very, very important. And one aspect when you're talking about the anger, sometimes there are something that also provokes people. It's not just that the person wants to be angry by themselves. So looking at from the one being angry and the one that is also, what are you also doing to provoke the person to anger? Because it is not just one way. It's just not one. Let's say that you have a wife that don't do this and the person keep doing it. You get to a point that the person will be flared up and may show a little anger or over things. So please also, as we are also saying that the person may be nice from the beginning, but it ends up that they're abusive. Also watch yourself. Is there anything in particular that you do? Is there anything in particular that you say? Is there anything that you are meant to do that you are not doing? Or so that you don't also provoke the person to anger, because is both ways. And I believe that if you watch yourself and you think that, okay, if you are doing the right thing, then the person needs to be cautioned. The person needs to be told. If the person has to go for counseling or other things, I believe that should be addressed, because some people have even went into marriage and it was so beautiful, so rosy, a talk of town, but the woman died, just because the man was so angry and got something and hit the woman, and the woman is no more. A story I heard where it was so pathetic. On the same day that they got married, the woman at the reception, and then one of the ladies went to sit on the man's laps, of which the woman could not control herself, so pick one of the serving tray and then hit the man right at the reception. Hit the man on it. Why do you allow this woman to sit on your laps? And that was it. That was the beginning of the wedding and the end of it. So if we cannot control something that was so beautiful, something that everybody was, sometimes we talk about attacks. Yeah, attacks are there. But something that people were looking up to, people are enjoying. Oh, as for these couples, they are good and that, because one could not withhold themselves or wait. They did something that was grievous, something that they shouldn't have done in public, and that ended the whole marriage on that same day. So let us be very, very careful in the way we use our anger. Nobody is saying that you shouldn't be angry, but when you are, know what you do and know the kind of words that comes out of your mouth. I don't know if Sister Pamela would like to say something there before I go for the next
Yeah,
text.
I do. I mean, with anger, it comes in different shapes and forms. Somebody can be so angry that they can become physical, which I think, no matter what it is wrong. They can also use emotion, like words, like, there are different types of abuse. When you are angry, you turn into an abuser. And you can be emotionally abusing to your loved one, physical abusive to the person that you say you love, and that will lead to all this, even psychological abuse, and saying things, sometimes you say things that you cannot take back, and you say that you love this person, and hence you still, calling the person names, and then afterwards, this is the person that you're going to be sharing your life and staying, sleeping on the same bed, when you're supposed to be sleeping on bed of roses, you're sleeping on a different bed with thorns. Which is it's not on any kind. It's vice versa. It can be a man abusing a woman and a woman abusing a man, and I don't think it's right to be in a relationship, or even healthy to be in a relationship whereby you've become so angry that you're using words or you be physical to the person that you say you love.
It's very, very, very true, Sister Pamela, because things like that is, as I said, that words are something that don't die easily, you know. And when you send forth words, it is kept. You know, it is kept. That is why the first word you meet a girl or a man that you tell her I love you, they still keep playing on their mind for months, weeks ago. Sometimes people go back and then recall words, and then it brings joy to their hearts. Same way, some time people will go back and record words that will bring sadness to their heart. And sometimes you don't want the sadness that come into your heart to come from the one that claims or the one that says they love you. And then when you are looking for words that should build you up, rather you are receiving words from that person that is tearing you down, discouragement, insult, you know, because the person did something that you did not like. I believe that there are anger moments in every relationship. Every relationship has got its ups and downs, but we should learn how to control our anger. As I said, some couples they have put their strategies. Okay, we will not fight in public. We will not do it in public for people to say. So when I give you this sign, get to the bedroom, we'll talk over our issues. We come back. And then that is it. So nobody even sees that they do even disagree or anything. And they have said, okay, no harsh words, that. So there are measures that you can also put down to help your relationship so that your marriage or the bed doesn't become dry. Because some of the beds are really worn out because of the words that we have used. So that your wife or your husband gets into the bed and they are not moved by anything, by passion or anything to do anything. And sometimes you wonder, what did I do wrong? It's because of the things you have said. So let us watch that anger. Please, let me give you the studio numbers again. The studio numbers again is 0208 133 2257. 0208-133-2258. If you are calling from US, you are calling from Canada, it's 001718-303-2737. If you want to text your contribution, you can text it to 079-4135-3132. 079-4135-3132. Please call in. Let us hear from you. Let us hear from you. One factor that I also want to add to is sharing mutual experiences. Sharing mutual experiences. Some couples, you know that there is no more passion in the marriage anymore. There is no more passion. There is no more romance anymore, because it looks like, okay, now I know you too well. I've gotten used to you. So they are not doing things that are enjoyable anymore. Or let's say that, like going out together, watching movies together. And I said that sharing mutual experiences. You know, like if the man loves football, there should be a time that the woman may not necessarily love the football, but join him to watch that football because it brings joy to his heart. Likewise, the man, you may not also like watching cooking programs, but because your wife loves it, you join her to watch it. So it becomes that you are sharing her her mutual experiences or what she loves so much, and this also sparks the love. But when things like that are not done, then it's slowly killing love. You don't even go out, you don't talk together. It is when you come, you eat, and then you go. There is nothing like sharing in that relationship, and these are some of the things that is really killing love. So I believe that we should share our experiences. What can we do to excite ourselves? You shouldn't get stuck in your old ways. There hasn't been any improvement. There are things that are being going on that you can adapt into your marriage. Good things, I mean, that you can adapt into your marriage. Maybe cooking together, going for a cooking lesson together, going for swimming together, going to movies together. Just a stroll, holding hands together, talking to each other together, or finding a song, singing to one another. But if these things are not introduced or reintroduced into the relationship, the marriage becomes dry, or the relationship becomes dry. And you may be courting or something, and all you know is that, so I know one lady, the guy says that she only calls me for prayer, and I said, that is what you have shown him that you can do. That is the only thing that you have shown her that you can do. So that is the only thing that she will call you for. But if you have shown her other side, then she will come from a different side. So it is better that you go out together to know everybody from a different strength as well, not one side, but just also be open enough to explore, in a godly way. So I will ask Sister, I've got text message, Sister Pamela, when we come about mutual experiences, what would you want to add to it?
With regards to mutual experiences, I think that, like, for example, you shouldn't let other people come into your marriage. You should listen to, you are married, and as they say, two shall become one.
Yeah.
So you shouldn't be listening to external influences. I don't like to say mother-in-laws or father-in-laws. You can listen to what you shouldn't, what your parents have got to say, but you shouldn't be, siding with that family member and leaving your wife out. I think, that is wrong. If you got, for me, I don't like telling friends my business. That is a personal choice. I don't like to tell people my business. If I've got an issue, I would like to speak to my husband and decide on what is the best thing forward. But either talking to other people who are not in your marriage, who, family members, make things worse. That is my experience, and I don't believe in that. Yeah.
Allowing in-laws to come into your relationship or your marriage sometimes.
Not even in-laws, Reverend. Not only in-laws, even friends. Sometimes you go, you're telling your friends your business. They might not like you to get on, or they might not like, they some friends like to see your downfall. So I don't think it's appropriate to bring family members or friends into your marriage. You should sort your marriage out with your partner or your girlfriend yourself. Try and find a solution to the problem instead of telling your whole story to everybody.
Yeah, it is very right. It is very right, because now even social media, some of them, there are things that you read there, and sometimes I'm so surprised. There is no secrecy anymore. Things that should be sacred in marriage now is laid bare before thousands of people that should not even know that. And then you call it a marriage, or you call it because some of the things we do these days, it is amazing and appalling, because somebody will come on social media and put write certain things about a man that they claim they love and they are married to, which is not right for people to abuse such a person, to abuse your own husband or your wife. And these are things that we should look carefully into. And then it's not everything. Yes, women, we like to talk, we like to share. Yeah, it is fine, but it is not everything that you talk. It's not everything that you share, because there are some things that you have to keep. That's something that you have to keep in you, and that you don't, especially when there are some things that a friend came and was telling me about. I said, I don't need to know this. I just end it there, because I don't want to hear this and I don't want to know this. Because by you telling me that, the perception that I will have about your husband will be different. And I don't want to have that perception about him. So please don't even tell me. I don't want to hear. So there are certain things that both ways. If you have a friend that is telling you things that you shouldn't be hearing, you can cut the person off, so that you can keep their marriage for them, so that you don't even say things that you are not supposed to say. Because as a friend, you may be biased to say, okay, supporting your friend, but maybe she may be wrong. Or maybe she may be right. But in certain things, some of them, we shouldn't cross boundaries. That is what I would say. We shouldn't cross boundaries. Know what you can talk about with your friends and what you cannot talk about. Because some of these things have destroyed marriages. I was sharing with one woman of God that a lady got up and told her husband, okay, who was a housewife. And then when the husband came in, he said, okay, from tomorrow, I'm going to start looking for a job. I want to go and work. So the children, we have to find somebody to look after the children. The husband said, why? Why is this so? He said, a friend of mine told me that if I cannot support my husband, then I'm a failure. In financial terms, then I'm a failure. So now I am going to look for something to do. Yeah, and the man was saying that you are not, because you are also putting in by taking care of the children. So if you go and look for a job and that money is still used for maybe the nanny or whatever, and we still still have to add more, then what is the point of you going? So this man was trying to talk it out. Don't listen to friends and that I have not said this and said that, but the woman said no, because my friend has said it, that is what I want to do. And eventually the woman lost her marriage because of that. because he was not attending to the children where somebody else stepped in to take care of the children, and then he lost the husband to that person. So there are certain things that you may be hearing from. Everybody has got their own experiences. Everybody has got what they have to do. Please do not compare your marriage or your love to somebody else. Comparison is something that is also destroying, killing love, because this one I've got this one I've got that, this one is doing that and I'm not doing that. So then you begin to do things that contrary to what is believed in your marriage or your marriage setting. So some of these things we should look into. It's not everything that we hear that we should go after. Yeah, there is season and there is timing. There may be a time that, okay, as that woman has said, that maybe it's the season that you are not working. It's fine because you have to sacrifice at that season. But a time will come where the children will be in school and everything, that you could also find something to do. So you have to weigh things up, not because somebody has said it, so you just jump by a friend who maybe they are not happy about the support your husband is giving them. Giving you. So they rather want to say something to tear up your marriage. So let us be wise enough. Don't compare your relationship. Don't compare your marriage to anybody's own. Everybody has got their unique relationship, their unique marriage. What you have to build is build the understanding between you and your partner, instead of doing what people have said. Yeah, I believe that that is really something that we have to look into. There is another one here that I think the money aspect has to be readdressed. Nowadays, it is not just the women that fall in love because of money. The men are even worse. Men are even worse. Now, finally, a woman has come out to say that men are even worse when it comes to the things that kills love. Now men are now looking for women who are financially sound so that they can also date them. So it's not just the women going for men that are rich or something, but the men are also doing the same. And so then I believe that then if it is from both sides, then there must be a solution, there must be a reason. And why is it that now people are not looking for the true love? If there is, of which I believe there is, but people are not patient enough to find it, then why are people substituting that love with money? I rather want to have money than to have the one that will understand me. And then along the line, when the person loses the money, then what? What? So I believe that it is something that we have to look into. And I always say that if you have somebody who has you in heart, you have the same mind, one heart, you can make any money that you want. You can make it. But if the man has got thousands of money where you cannot agree, in no time it cannot stay. Because you don't share the common interest, you don't have one opinion. So whilst this one is doing that, this one is doing that, there will be wastage and you'll be destroying things. So let us look for true love. And I believe that there are things that is worth looking for. Yes, money is good. We are not saying that money is not good. It is fine. When you have it, it is fine. But that shouldn't be the thing that we look for. Gone are the days where people were looking for good character. This person is good, God-fearing. Now you don't even, as Chief was saying, the first thing they ask is, what kind of job do you do? So please let us come into it. Sister Pamela, I would like you to come in from there.
Yeah, I think it's very true what the lady has just texted. That is true. It's not only men looking for money, or women looking for money. It could be either whether a man looking for a woman with money so that they can live comfortably, or a man looking for a woman with money so that they can live comfortably or not. I think it's better to just whatever it takes. It's not about money, because as they do say money is the root of all evil. And at the same side, money can cause you happiness. So you have to live in the middle and decide what you want. Is it money you want, or is it love that you want, and go from there.
So you have to choose. You have to choose what you like. Choose this day.
Yeah, is it your happiness you want? Yeah.
And we are not saying, let me just pick this call. Hello.
Hello.
Yes. I know who is on the line. Hello.
It's Margaret.
It's Margaret. You're welcome, Sister Margaret. God bless you.
God bless you too.
Okay. So, what's your contribution, please? We are talking about killers of love. So, what is your
Killers of love.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've been listening a bit, and there's so many killers of love.
Mm.
And what I heard you saying was about the anger.
Mm.
It's not only in marriage, and even with siblings and friends and loved ones, how we comport ourselves. Sometimes things that we say, even if it is, you might think that is just a joke, but the other partner can take it in the other way. And if you are not smart enough, that can even destroy the relationship. So sometimes we should also know how we comport ourselves and how we react to things. I might be joking, but maybe you will take it a different way. So it's always better if we know the person we are with. Oh, this person, when I talk like this, he or she doesn't like it, or she gets angry, or he gets angry quickly. So we know how to deal with each other, and then we will not kill our love. And being in the family side, I mean, man and wife, when we talk well, sometimes when you have children, they listen to us. They will listen to you. So as you are getting angry all the time with your husband, with your wife, the children are watching. And that can even kill the love for the love that the children have for you. Because if mommy is talking to daddy anyhow, how do I respect daddy? And how do I respect? Mommy doesn't respect daddy. So how do I respect daddy as well? And this is some of the things that men cannot stand. When they see that their children are talking anyhow to them, they know that because my wife was not talking well to me, or my wife takes me just like one of the children. So it will help a lot to be in a relationship or be in marriage. How will we approach? There was this is an WhatsApp message. I was just listening to a friend send me a video where a pastor was speaking. It was a bit funny, but I came to a point to know that what the man is saying somewhere, it is good, because he was saying that your husband is your Lord. So for we, the women, we should always call our husband Lord. So when your husband knows that he's the Lord of the house, and when we go back home, we blacks or Ghanaians, the Lord means a mirror. When you say my Lord, it means mirror. And I know most of the people, they use that word for their husband. So we might think that is too much. How can I call my husband Lord? But in natural fact, that is the right way. So if we can adopt it a bit, it will not be easy. And he went to a extent of what I was reading, the man was saying, to a extent that some husband, their wives, they call their husbands baby. It's a bit funny, but babe, they will say that, babe, how can you call your husband babe? As the man was saying, that's not me, uncle. The man said that. Yeah. But we think that we are making everything, this modern, we are modernizing everything. But it's so good if we can adopt it, or we can go back to where our grandmothers and our mothers were able to humble themselves and call their husbands mirror or my Lord. Because you bring the man up. So how you receive that even gives you the motivation to know that your husband is always the head of the family, and he will also be. I'll say, let me calm down. It's knowing that, oh, my wife respects me, and that will also encourage the children to respect their father. And I think if we are able to do that, we'll build the relationship, we'll build our marriage, and the marriage will not be killed. That's the little I can say now.
That's very, very, very powerful, And just as we are talking, you just brought in the aspect of respect, which was something that I was also going to chip in. But I believe that is not just in the side of the men as well, it is vice versa. Just to also, if the child also sees that the daddy is talking badly to mom, they also adapt that, they also pick that. They will realize that, okay, this is a house where everybody can speak freely and speak what they want to say. So the children now begin to abuse words or use words wrongly because they are taking children. Most of the time, I say they don't really do what we tell them to do, but they do what they see us doing. So you cannot tell a child don't do this whilst the adult is doing it. They will follow what you are doing. They will do the same as you are doing. So I believe that it is something that should be cherished from both parties, And if somebody is calling the husband babe and maybe it's a pet's name, just as I'm saying that things vary in relationship, everybody is different. Somebody may not want to call their husband Lord. Somebody will want to call their husband Lord. Somebody wants to call, but if it works for them, that is fine. If it works for them, but the respect must be there. Somebody can call my sugar, my honey, but yet it's disrespecting the person. So it's not about even the names you call the person, that your attitude, how do you take instructions? When we look at the Bible, when Jesus was asking Peter, do you love me? And he said, I love you. He said, if you love me, feed my sheep. He gave him instructions. So when he gave the instruction to Peter, by following instructions would determine whether he loved the Lord or not. So it's not just about giving the person a pet name, hey, babes, darling, but yet when he says do something, you don't do it. You are not concerned about the well-being of the person, but you are concerned about calling. That is pretense. So it is not just about giving the name, but when you are doing every side and you add that pet name to it, it becomes very, very, very lovely. I would like to take this from Facebook and then I'll get back to you. Lane Cliff saying that not giving attention to your wife is a killer of love. Can the men stop watching football and movies all the time and give us attention? This is from the woman. This is from Lynn. He's saying that the men, can you stop watching football and give us women attention? Because some of the, yes, it is. If it is all the time, she used all the time. If it is all the time, then it is not right. It's not appropriate. Because as I said earlier, you have to weigh it. And you have to watch sometimes because you don't like it. Let's say if your wife likes watching cooking programs, you have to sometimes stop yours and join her in hers. But if you're always watching what you love and you think that, okay, it's all about me, then you are killing love. And sometimes you both also have to put away with what you love and come back and create something new that the two of you will love together. This is love. Okay, I love watching children. I love watching football. Okay, today we are not watching for yours and we're not watching. Now, let's find something, a common interest. As I said, sharing mutual interest. Find something that you both love to do together that you don't have to struggle to do. If it's just about even walking, if it's just about going for a walk, eating ice cream together in the couch, or finding a movie that is also interesting to the woman or to the man as well, I believe that it works. And women will like talking. Lynn, God bless you for your contribution. Women will like talking. So when he wants to engage in talking, a woman wants to come back from wherever they have been to tell you, the man, honey, did you know that? Did you know what happened? And want to even describe all the things they see outside to the man. The lady, I saw the shoes. Oh my dear, it was a wonderful shoe. Just at least, yeah, we talk a lot, but nodding your head, oh really, just a little, But sometimes men will just shut you off, and then when you shut, you kill the love, the interest in the woman. You talk too much, and then she wouldn't want to talk anymore or communicate anymore. But at least nodding here and there, that is, just add a bit to it. Just keep her going. Same way, sometimes you can have a man that talks more than the woman. There are some men that are, quote unquote, more talkative than the women. And if you have that at home as well, you, the woman, also encourage him as little by little. So let us not put each other off. Let us not put each other off, but rather do things that inspires both of you. I believe that when we do that, it will help. When we come to respect, I want us to go and discuss a little about respect. Sister Pamela, when we come to respect, yes, what would you say? Because most of the time, what we call respect is not respect at all. And then this is one area that is also killing. Is really killing relationship, killing love.
Yeah, I mean, with regards to respect, you have to respect each other, each other's views and opinion. Somebody or a loved one can say something to you that you don't agree with, but because you care and you love this person, you have to come to a conclusion of how to go about whatever decision you need to make together. You might not necessarily agree with what they are saying, but you have to try and understand where they're coming from, and even talk about it and find options or way of moving forward in order to agree. Or they say you have to agree to disagree on what the individual is saying. Even if you are really against whatever your partner is saying, you have to kind of like understand where they are coming from and respect their views and opinion by talking about it and weighing the options that is available to yourself out. I think.
Very, very, very interesting. That is very, very powerful, Sister Pamela. And most of the time, when we come to disagreement, sometimes somebody will simply say, I disagree with you, without view or without saying why. Sometimes it is better for you to speak the reason why you do not agree to what you have to agree to, or what is going on. Because if you make it clear to the person will look into your reasons and may reconsider. But just saying that, no, I do not agree. It's just like, okay, you just want to disagree, or you just want to rebel against what I'm saying. But when you say, okay, honey, you said this, but I believe that, okay, if we do it this way, it will help because this and that and that. When you state that and the person looks into, oh, yes, I believe that it is true. Or even sometimes when they don't even take it at all. We have men who don't want to make it look or seems that they are listening to their wives. Yeah. So what do? Yeah. When you say it then and there, they will, as if they haven't heard you, as if they are not going to take it. But later on, they do what you have said. But they don't want it to look like, because of their ego, like I'm a man that listens to my wife. So they will even fight it then and then. But later on, you see them doing what they have to do. And sometimes when they go wrong, or wife or man goes wrong, you don't have to come, I told you so. I told you so. Sometimes we always want to prove a point. And anytime you want to prove a point, you become pointless. So even when the person makes a mistake, allow the person himself to come around and just even admit their own mistakes. If they haven't even said it, don't say anything. And even if they have, don't go on and on. I told you, that is why I said this and that and that. No, I don't think it's healthy. Let me acknowledge Minister Rose. Minister Rose, he said, good evening, Rev. Good evening, Mr. Rose. Minister Rose, God bless you. He said, respect is earned, not commanded. Yes, respect is earned. So you have to, if you want a woman or a man to respect you, then please, you have to earn it. There are things to do to earn respect. So it doesn't come like that. There are things, if you are not respecting the person, sometimes it's hard for you to also gain that. But I will also say that being children of God, or where children of God are put, we don't have to do the wrong things that other people are doing. The other things that people are doing. The fact that the person may not respect you doesn't mean that you should not respect them. Sometimes they don't even know how to respect. But as you continue showing them, it may change their thought or opinion or their character, so that they can also come to the point of knowing, oh, this is how I'm supposed to talk, or this is how I'm supposed to do things. So let us not necessarily okay, disrespect somebody because they are disrespecting us. That is not what wise, and that is not biblically sound. So we do our best to do what we have to do. Do your best to do what you have to do. And I believe that with time, whoever, the man or the woman, will also follow suit. If there be anybody out there that you want to phone in, I'm giving you the studio numbers again. I'm taking calls. I think I've got about 5 minutes more to go. Please, if you want to add your opinion to it on Facebook, wherever you are, we are talking about killers of love. What is it that is killing love? Many people promise the heaven and earth that I'll be with you till death do us apart. But death never came, but they have already parted. So there are things happening that people are, but you said this to me, why have you changed your mind? What is actually going on? What is killing this love? People meant it when they said it, but along the line they regretted for saying it. What is actually wrong? What is killing love? If you are there, somebody, you can phone in. The studio numbers are 0208 133 2257, 0208 133 2258. If you, let me. Hello.
Hello, yeah. I'm back on air again.
You are back again, yes. Thank you.
What are you talking about now? You said people said let they do us apart. Are you realistic with life?
Yes.
I'm asking you. Let me tell you, in life, nothing is absolute. People change.
Okay.
Needs change. So if I told you I love you today, there's no guarantee if we will die. So you have to accept the concept of nothing is absolute. And as long as you accept reality, then you become realistic. And when you become realistic, then you don't have a problem in your mind. But as long as you live in this cocoon, in this illusion that life, love is going to be perpetual, you're living in the fool's paradise. Let me tell you something. A lot of people are not realistic with life and with expectations. Love is transient. It's transient in the sense that it can go up and it can go down. It can move sideways, it can move backwards. So basically what I'm trying to insinuate, and for you to grasp that in your head, or your audience to grasp it in their head, love can be, you can have it for 1 year and it can expire the next year. You always have to keep in mind that in life, nothing is 100%. Sometimes people try for perfection, but they don't get perfection. So there's no guarantee that if I love you this week, I'll love you next week. But the probability will be that I will love you. But then at the same time, modern life has changed. In this day and age whereby there's mobile phone, there's instant love, there's tender, you can go on tender and date 20 women within 1 second. And, you know, back in the days before you even marry a woman, you would have lived in the same area with a woman. You would have known her. She would have known your parents. A lot of things would have gone on before the marriage takes place. Now, people are moving. You could be in New York in about 10 hours. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Life has changed. And if you understand that, it means that it's brought about more complexity in life. And these are the realities of life today as we live in 2018. So there's more pressure. I mean, now you meet a woman, they want mobile phones, they want this, they want this, they want this, they want that. Before, needs were not that high. People's expectations were not that high. So it just basically, it is what it is. And you have to understand that.
Yes, thank you very much, Jeff. I really get where you're coming from. But we're talking about love, not last. Love must last. Yeah. So when we're talking about how can you love somebody today and then tomorrow is not there? That is not love.
No. Yes.
That is last.
Wait a minute. I'm not. You're mixing my words. I never said love. I said love.
You said love. That is, I'm saying. Okay.
No. Wait a minute. Let's get this straight up. LOVE we're talking about, and that's what I'm talking about. Okay.
So you can love somebody today, and tomorrow you will not love the person. Is that what you're saying?
Because Yeah, because the reason why that can happen is the complexity of life. The person can be unreasonable. The person can make unreasonable demands. The person can, when you interact in any human interaction, okay, when human beings are involved, one thing you have to understand, there is no absolute, unless you are living a biblical life. A lot of people tend to think they are living a life of the Bible, but in reality, their lifestyles has nothing to do with the Bible. They delude themselves that they live with the Bible. You see, especially a lot of, I can only talk for Ghana. You go to Ghana now, everybody is God, 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 but it's fundamentally one of the most corrupt places ever to be in, Nigeria. But then there's God, 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 and even if you read the Bible, I'm not that religious. It says that not everybody that will say God, 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 God will go to heaven.
Oh, yes.
So we're not living a biblical life. We're living 2018 life.
Is that how we are supposed to live? 2018 life. Is that how we are supposed to live? What life is 2018? Yeah, the fact that people are swaying from the biblical life doesn't make it right. It doesn't make it something for us.
Wait a minute. Okay. I'm not going to go down biblical route. But I was just giving it. I was using it as a point of reference.
Okay.
I'm not going to go preaching. I'm not going to go down that road of preaching. What I'm trying to say is, if I love you this week, and next week you brutalize me, and you beat me up and cause a lot of injuries to me, I may not love you again. Okay?
That is not natural love.
But that is what I'm saying. Was it love from the beginning? About. Was it really love?
Hey, listen. Are you telling me that people cannot change?
People do change. Yeah,
that's right.
People do change. As for people, if you don't even change, then there's something wrong. People change for the better, people change for the worse.
Anything that has the propensity to change can also change in anything. I'm not saying that you see, I know a lot of people, there are some people that are still in a marriage, okay? But they're so unhappy, okay? And they're just sucking up to it, okay? The point remains, back in the old days when mothers and fathers used to get married for many, many years, okay? It doesn't mean that a lot of them were happy, because it meant that there was a level of slavery involved when men used to use money, power, to enslave women. I'm happy the way it is now. Women
because you can go in any time and come out at any time.
Yeah.
Is that why you are happy how it is now? Because you can go in at any time and come out.
I'm happy.
Reverend, excuse me, can I come in? Tell him that somebody wants to come in.
Wait, hold on, Sister Margaret.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me get you. I'm listening. Chief?
No, I heard the woman wants to talk, so I kept quiet.
Okay, let her come in and then, okay. Can we hear you, Sister
Margaret? I just wanted to chip in, just to let my brother know that because of the things that is going on, that is why we are having this program, just to help the youth and those who are going in and things are not going well. We are all learning and teaching ourselves to do the right thing. You even said that our forefathers, they did marry and they were able to stay in their marriage for a long time. This is why we are all trying to learn from each other to come out of this thing that is not going right. So we cannot say that today you love me and tomorrow you don't love me. That is what we are trying to avoid. So there's so many divorces going on. So we are teaching ourselves to come out of this situation, my brother. So we are not dragging. We are not. No. We are not dragging to what you are saying. We just want to make things right. Please.
Okay, hold on. Let me take something from Facebook. We have a Minister Rose. He says, as children of God, we are being commanded to love unconditionally. So you can't say I love you today and tomorrow there's no more love for you. And they said things are changing, but we belong to another kingdom. And he said the Bible tells us that the Bible tells us the love of Christ has been shed abroad before us as children of God, and we have let the love of Christ radiate in all of us. That's right. He said, that's right, my brother. Many people are in marriage but not happy. That's why we have to go back the old path and cross the old path, the cross.
If you want to go back to the old path, then we're not going to have a radio station. You see, you cannot absorb the new and think the new will not come with problems. We won't have internet. Then you sit at home with your wife. She doesn't see anything. You don't see anything. And we go back to the old days. We are not going back to the old days. As soon as you cannot make an omelette without breaking an egg, modern times has actually produced modern problems. And you have to suck up to it. That's all I'm saying. Be realistic. When you're talking about the days of Jesus, okay, what internet did you have then? You're probably living in a bush with a woman, and then you never go anywhere, and there's no distraction. There's nothing going on television, and you don't have a TV, so she can only love you. Okay? She can only love you. And back in the old days, men were married to women, but you can marry 20 men. And they changed it in Britain. You can't do polygamy. And the Muslims still do it. But what I'm just trying to say is that I know a woman that she will not accept sharing a man with another man. Back in the old days, women were sucking up to one man having 20 women. So you see, the old days were not perfect.
Yeah, but we're not talking about when you are learning something, you take the good aspect of it, the good old days, the things that were good in the old days,
but then
which we can add up to.
When you are infected with something, it takes its course. What I'm just trying to say to you is you cannot make an egg without breaking an omelette. What you're trying to say is you want to create a perfect world, a utopia. It's not going to happen.
We are not creating a perfect world. There is nothing like perfection, yeah. But we can live in a way that will be suitable. And the way has already been created by the word of God. He said this is how we should go about it.
The divorces are going to happen in even larger numbers. With the internet and greedy women around and men with money to finance greedy women, and all these things going on with people having WhatsApp messages. Pastors are thieves, politicians are thieves, everybody is lying, pretending, living in false pretense, and it's the reality of life. The only thing you can do is just try your best. Let's cut out all this nonsense with biblical words. And I like to say something to most Ghanaians. They talk church, but even the church is the worst place to go, and there's so much gossiping and so much nepotism in the church, and the church is even more corrupt than even outside the church. I'll be honest with you, and I've witnessed it and I've experienced it.
Yeah, I don't dispute that fact that everywhere there is a problem. Everywhere you put, it's not even just in the church. Everywhere there are human beings, there's a little of maybe corruption. And I'm saying that when you see, let me come in. Okay, I'm listening.
The reason why the church, I start with the church, is because that is where you're supposed to get the highest moral sanity. That is where morality has to be protected the most. If you go to a Soho bar, a gay bar in Soho, you're not going to expect decency of a certain level, so you know whatever. But let me tell you something. Could you believe that even countries, I'm only using this, I'm just saying love itself, L-O-V, in modern times has been corrupted. And the corruption is what has infected the love life. I mean, I'm talking about maybe 40
You said the corruption.
Ago.
I like what you are saying now, that the corruption, there are things that has corrupted the love life. But love itself should not be corrupted. Love is still love. But the opinions of people and the attitudes of people may change. Yes.
I'm agreeing with you. I'm just trying to say to you that, you see, a utopia, a perfect world, does not exist anymore. And the only thing you can do for yourself or as individuals is to try hard and be able to be tolerant and try and reduce their expectations. So when you get Peter, you don't expect Peter to be able to satisfy all your expectations. Reduce your expectations so you might be able to live within your means. That is the only way that would help the love situation. But with people with high expectations, mothers encouraging daughters to go out.
So, Chief,
and
you know
look
that
for
you are now talking, you are giving solutions to the things that we are talking about, of which we should
I don't
do.
have the panacea. I do not have the panacea to relationship problems. If I had a panacea to relationship problems, I'd probably be a multi-millionaire by now. All the relationships are going to break down.
No,
More
that
are
is
going to break.
no.
Well,
All
I'm
the
telling you.
relationships are not going to break down. That is not
I'm telling you,
a
more-
good way.
more-
No.
more-
That we will
More
not take
will
it.
break down. More,
Yeah, those that
I'm
want
just
their
wondering-
own to break will break, but those that are determined to work on it and follow the way that has been given, it will be preserved. So
what
let
is
us
the way
not
that has been
predict.
given?
Let's
What
not
is the way?
predict. Yeah.
What is the way that has been given? Who's giving the way? What way?
Who is giving the way? God has
Because
already
of the
given
way
the way.
that-
It is written in the Word of God. So when we go into the Word of God and we are
Please,
doing
please,
what we are
please,
supposed to
please,
do,
let's forget this Bible talk. This Bible talk is too much. You see, Africans, the problem with Africans, what I like about Europeans is Europeans are a bit more realistic than Africans. Africans talk God, 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 but nothing about Africans is godlike. I'll be honest with you. We Africans.
so you are
always
not
talk
godlike.
God.
Where are you coming from, Chief? So you are not godlike. Is that what you are
How
telling
can I
me?
be- how can I compare myself to God? No way.
No, you are using the word like Africans are not godlike. We are not saying, you said godlike. So you being an African, so you are not godlike. That's what I want to
I'm
know.
not.
Okay.
I'm not.
And then
try my best, but I'm not.
I am here to also maybe disappoint your opinion that there are people that are striving to get there. There are people, that is why we work on ourselves daily to get to that end. Nobody is claiming perfection here, and nobody is saying they are perfect. But the reason why we are here is to amend things and work on things so that things can get better, so that we can move forward by the solutions and the things that we get. So if you have a solution, okay, so you say the problem and you think, oh, this is, you just said a few words that you were given solutions to it. That if people could lower their expectation, which is a good teachings to teach people, because people's expectations are so high, they are expecting things that they are not supposed to expect. So that is what is causing havoc. So when you are able to come out with things like that to let people know, then somebody will be educated and by what you are saying, and somebody will learn from it. Tomorrow, when they are getting into another relationship, they will lower their expectation, isn't it?
Kattah.
Yes.
I'm coming to the radio station to talk shit.
No, don't come here to talk to me. Stay on there and then talk, because I want we have to clarify things. Yeah, we don't have to predict doom and then to say all relationship will break. No, that I will not take, because the fact that others' own has broken. No, I'm not taking your word. Yeah, I'm not taking your word on that.
More relationships are going to be destroyed.
To those that do desire for it to break, if you are desiring for yours to break, then that I will have nothing to say about that. But to those that want to work on it, they will attain a peaceful and a lovely home, and that is what we are talking about.
The women are bad, and the boys
I
are bad.
I believe that some way or somehow you have been affected by maybe something that maybe you want one day we'll have to invite you to come and share, because there are personal maybe grievances to this, but we are looking past that. Yeah. You are talking about the women. So we all know. So from what you are saying, maybe I wouldn't say maybe, there is a trend that you have seen personally with experience. That is what you are talking. But you have not experienced all women, so you cannot classify them. Then you also have to look into yourself. Why am I also going for such women, or who are always breaking my heart? What am I also not doing right? Instead of classifying them all as bad.
Nobody can break my heart.
Okay, so then why are you talking like that? So then, because your speech...
I'm telling you the reality, because I've got a lot of friends, and I've got a lot of friends, and the relationship has gone bad, and they're complaining, and I'll tell them, listen, why did your relationship has gone bad? Expect it. Don't be surprised, and dust yourself, and get on with it. Do you know what I mean? That's all I tell them.
So they should expect that their relationship should go bad. Yeah, so everybody should expect their worst. But you are telling the person to dust themselves.
A guy wanted to kill himself. Are you stupid to go and kill yourself because the woman split up with you? Are you mad?
You don't. Then I don't think that you have experienced the level of love where people have experienced. Yeah, so that is why you are talking from the angle, or maybe you have experienced it and then it didn't go well in that way, so you have built defenses around you. But to those that to those that are going through it, the only thing you can do with your experience that you have gained to help them out of where they are. Not to rather
how can you kill yourself because a woman said,
because that is how they feel. That is how they feel. So the best thing is to talk them out.
To feel like that, you're a stupid man. God will even punish you because you killed yourself because of another human being.
He said he was going to kill himself. That is why you find yourself to be around that person, so that that person could not kill themselves. So you are there to intervene.
I told him he's a fool.
Oh, anyway, let us not really digress from this. Yeah, because what we have to do, we are here to solve problems. We are here to open people's eyes to things that are destroying love. So if we are here to tell them to expect it, then that is not why we are here. Even if that we are here to give solutions, and that is what we are doing. So okay, you have brought out things that is an eye opener. And one of them I asked you what is the solution, of which you said there is no solution. And some of them that through your talking you have made mention that people's expectations should come down, and which is a very fantastic one. I love it, because yes, most people have overrated people because they go into relationship with an expectation that I'm going to gain, and then when they get there, it becomes a different story. So that is a very good one, as you said, that people should lower the expectation. But to the extent of that people to predict that people's that one, I believe that we shouldn't cross that boundaries, but rather to help people to get the best out of life. I believe that is why you are there. That is why I am there, to make people get the best out of life because of the experiences you have gone through, so that somebody will not repeat what you have gone through, so that somebody will not repeat what I have also gone through. And that is why we are here sharing together. And I said wisdom is not in one person's head, but we all share ideas so that we can make this world a little better than it is now. Don't you think so? Okay, I believe that Chief is not on it. But Sister Pamela, let us all take I believe that we should take our last word. Sister Pamela, are you there?
Yes, I am ready.
God bless you. And Minister Rose is saying that we are all working towards perfection. We are all working towards perfection. Yes, no one is claiming perfection here. You know, those that are perfect are those that are no more in this world. They are gone. They have finished their work because they are perfect already. But to those of us that are in, we are reaching out. We are working on ourselves daily and day in and day out to become better. And that is what we are striving to do. You may be in a wrong relationship. You may be in a bad relationship. But it will not be bad forever. If you will rise up and do something about, realize where you went wrong and deal with it. This is the reality of life, that the things will go bad, but you can do something about it. Not as always thinking that there is always evil. If you go out looking for evil, you will find evil. But if you go out looking for good, you will find good. And I believe that there is so much good in this world, if only we open our eyes. Bible says that those that have eyes, let them see. You know, there are people with eyes, but they cannot see, because what they are supposed to see is not what they are seeing. They are seeing something wrong, because they are filled with something different than what they want to see. So your desires will make you see what you want to see. So if you have the right mindset and you believe that, okay, I got it wrong this time, but I'll work on myself and launch forth again. I believe somebody out there that you will find the best. There is somebody out there who is best for you. All women are not bad. All men are not bad. David spoke, and then David spoke. He said, I spoke in haste, and I said that all men are liars. It is not also. Maybe you have met 2 or 3 people, yes, but watch yourself. Why do you keep falling into the same trap? Watch yourself first, deal with yourself, and then make another step. And I believe that this time you will land right. Sister Pamela, if you can come in.
Yeah, what I would like to say is that we are all learning. There are things that people will say that I might not agree with, and there are things that I will say that they will not agree with. But at the end of the day, we are all here to come up with one aim of making sure we learn from each other, and we have solid things or discussions whereby we can, you know, when you talk on the radio or when you talk to people, they remember something that you said, and that will help them and encourage them to move forward and to make their relationship worthwhile and to find solutions to their problems. And that, I think, that is what I think we need to focus on. I know with the gentleman, maybe he's had experiences whereby he's got so much anger in him and he's coming up and expressing it in different ways, which is fine. That is his opinion. And who am I to tell him that that is not, he shouldn't say A, B, or C. He will say whatever he needs to say, but it's up to me to take out what I feel I need from that discussion or experience that he shared with all.
That's very powerful. So that's very powerful, yes. And then Sister Margaret, I would like you to come in as well.
All right. Well, we thank God for the day and whatever He has given us to learn today. There's a lot that we have said, and I hope whatever we have said here will go a long way to change our mindset and will not hurt ourselves in marriages and relationships. I mean, with the killing of love. Though the gentleman said a lot, which some are good, which we can also take and learn from it. But I pray that that will not deviate us from whatever we have got today, because there was a lot said, which I know many people have taken something from it, and I have taken what I have to take myself. So my prayer is that the Lord will keep on help us to learn more as we come together. As we said, Sister Pamela said, we are all learning. So the Lord should be with us and help us to learn more, so that our marriages will not be down or will not hurt each other. And God bless you too, Reverend.
Thank you very much. And to those of you on Facebook, I thank God for you. If you want to send your final word on Facebook, it will be read. It will be read. If you want to send your final word on the text, it will be read as well. But as I said earlier, we are here. No one is perfect. You may be in the wrong position right now. You may not even be in the right frame of mind right now. But somebody, I assure you that it can work out. If only you will sit down. There is time for assessment. There is time for assessment in everything. We made bad choices, yes. You may have made a bad choice, but it is not the end of you. It is not the end of you at all. I always say that they are good out there. If you have not searched for it, if you have not desired it, then you cannot have it. But if you are looking for it, you will definitely find it. And I believe that do not live in that condition. Do not close your mind. Do not build that walls around you and think that there is nobody out there that can love you, or there is no more true love out there. There is true love, but you will always have to work on the love love that we receive. You work on it. It is not something that you take and then put aside, but it's something that you work on it daily. As we are living in a society that is improving, that is why you have to also put things into your marriage. I always say to people when I counsel them, I say marriage is an empty box. It is what you put in is what you take out. So what are you putting in your marriage? Whatever you put in is what you are going to take out. Don't expect to put in anger. Don't expect to put in disrespect and you are going to get something better out of it. No, it doesn't work like that. So do your best. Do your best. Do your best. Do your best. Put the right things in your marriage. Yes, sometimes it may take time. It may take time for you to grow. It is like a seed you have planted. As you keep watering it, it will grow. Let us not take the bad things and planted in us. Yes, you may have been hurt. Yes, you may have been going through a lot. But I assured you there are good things ahead. If only you will rise up, work on yourself. As we have spoken about killers of love, we have spoken a lot about so many things, the love of money, and then Jeff also came in with that people's expectations are so high. That is a very high killer one, because most of the time people go into marriages, or people you are going to marry and your parents will even know what kind of work does this person do, can he take care of us, not even just you but the entire family. So they put their whole problems on one person. Their expectations are now looking for a savior, which Jesus Christ is the only savior. They are looking for a savior to redeem their family from their poverty. So they put these things in place where they do not allow the couples to enjoy their kind of love or their kind of life. And this expectation is something that we have to look into and not allow our children to suffer because of what we put on them. There are so many things that we have spoken about. I spoke about sharing mutual experiences. Please do something as love couples. You are in a relationship. Don't be stuck in one ways. Please do something to bring the fire. There are so many destructive things out there to distract you from not even loving the one that you love. You can wake up one morning and you will see a woman that is beautiful than the one that you are lying by. But it doesn't mean that you should go and follow that person. If you want that beauty, put it into the wife, your wife that you have, the one that you are in relationship with. Somebody you may also have made the wrong choice, but you are trying to adapt to it. You are trying to make, please, there is no amount of living in hell, making hell heaven, please. There are some places that when it is hell, you need to come out of that. So if you are in a wrong relationship, I'm talking relationship, and you know that it is not the right place, please come out and stop trying putting all your life in that, and you know that you are drained, you have put everything in it but it's still not working. Please assess yourself. If you have to come out, please come out. Don't overstress yourself. There is somebody out there for you, somebody that will understand you, like-minded person, somebody that you can share love with, enjoy love with. So please do not kill yourself and do not become a killer of love yourself. So I urge every one of us, let us make love live. Let us make love live. Let us make love live. Do not kill love because of your experiences that you have gone through. Love is worth living for, and love is worth dying for, and that is what Jesus Christ came to do. Because he loves us, he sent his son to come and die for us. So if somebody does not understand that, they have not really experienced the deepest love. But as I'm saying that, if somebody has disappointed you today, it doesn't mean everybody is going to disappoint you. There is somebody special out there cut for you who will love you in every condition that you are in and make sure you get better. There is love, true love that still exists. Do not deny yourself of it. Open up your heart and you will receive. God bless you all for tuning in. I believe that we'll have another time next week. Next week is going to be another edition of Wow. Chief, God bless you. Sister Pamela, God bless you. Sister Margaret, God bless you. Florence, God bless you. Minister Rose, God bless you. Clive, God bless you. To all of you that contributed, those that are liking the page, those that are sharing, I thank God for your life. Please let us keep coming on. Next week we are coming with another wonderful one. Please join in, call somebody, let somebody know, and I believe you are going to be extremely blessed. But tonight, all I want to share is that don't be a killer of love. Open up your heart for love. For love is all around you. It is all around you. Love wants to enter, so open up your heart and let love enter. And I believe that you will be blessed. God bless you all. I thank God for your life. I bless all of you. Tomorrow is Sunday. Please don't stay home. I always say that don't stay home, don't stay home, don't stay home. Find a Bible-believing church that you can go. If you don't have anywhere to go, I am grateful to see you tomorrow in Liberty Life Evangelistic Ministry. We are building a lasting family for the Lord. The Reverend Felix Ofosu-Boahene is in town. Somebody just join in. You will hear undiluted word of God, a word of God that will satisfy your heart. Somebody come, I'll put my number on. Call me, let me give you directions and we shall fellowship together. God bless you. My number is 079 41 35 3132. 079 41 353132. And to those that are out there, if you want to sponsor this program, we'll be much grateful to have you. There are so many things we are doing behind the scenes, not just coming on the radio, but we are helping orphans, we are helping people in need, we are helping marriage couples that are stuck. Sometimes you have to produce, you have to send food to people when they are in distress. Some people do not even have money at all, and these are the things that we are looking at and we are reaching out for. So if the Lord touches your heart to support us, we'll be much grateful. We'll be much grateful to carry the vision ahead so that people cannot come out from that thorn's bed, but they can enjoy the rose on their bed. God bless you for listening. Until I come your way again next week, put your dial right here. Thank you and God bless you. Bye-bye for now. This is your host, Doreen Kattah.
And lay you down on a bed of roses.
Bed of Roses, Bed of Roses, Bed of Roses. Voices of Esther brings you Bed of Roses this and every Saturday at 9:30 p.m. Join our panel of experts to discuss issues within your relationships. Hosted by Doreen, you will be motivated and equipped to handle issues within your relationships. Remember, it is Saturday at 9:30 p.m. GMT. Don't miss it.
I'll lay you down, on a bed of roses.
All around the world.
The IWFT team presents Footprints on Star Radio UK with your host, Oscar Bimpong, every Thursday at 7 p.m. Star Radio UK, your finest Afro-Caribbean station in London.
Right beside the African king is the African queen. Come make me take you on the night while I can see. Baby, you flow like